everyone. Welcome to the Commentary Zone Noontime Edition. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, follow us on IG and Twitter. On the docket today, we have Young Famous African, Season 1, Episode 7, Wedding Bells. And my apologies, guys, y'all. I was a little late today, got last-minute delivery and tied up with doing errands and anyway,
Yep, those deliveries will back you up.
I'm
Always.
telling you, and it's I ordered an ottoman, so it's almost as tall as me. It's a long ottoman. So they delivered like a few minutes before I was running in here. And I thought, okay, cool. I'll just slip this in. So these delivery men, they drop and run. Thanks, FedEx. So I had a little problem because I wasn't expecting it to be so awkward. But I got it in and it fell on the floor. I did not. And now I'm here. That's just... and yet I can't stop ordering from Amazon.
Say what you want. Amazon is great. Sorry.
It is. It is. And like this panorama has sealed the deal with Amazon. It's never going away. Never.
No, why?
Like, who orders an ottoman off of Amazon? I do. I couldn't find any in the furniture stores.
Right. I've heard a couple people say they ordered like quote unquote furniture from Amazon because they couldn't find what they wanted in the actual store. I'm like, hey, you find it where you can find it.
And it was cheap. It was cheap. So it's what I need for now. So as I mentioned, this was Young Famous African. This was the last episode. Because it tied up all of everything.
Well,
well, it left that one little cliffhanger at the end, and we'll get to that.
I was not expecting that at all.
You were not?
Not for it to end that way.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, he's very proprietary, and someone's encroaching, and yeah, So basically, the show opens up. We find out that Diamond's been missing for a few episodes, but he's been traveling into different countries, and he's been busy with work. So he calls Nadia for a catch-up. I told you she was the South African, like, I don't want to say one night stand, but to ease your stress. That's what she is. So he's coming into South Africa. He decides to give her a call. Apparently, she says that he ghosted her. She's like, I told him she didn't want to have a relationship, but she was good with being friends. And yeah, well, you weren't going to have a relationship. You were going to have an arrangement.
Right.
So she gives him the lowdown on everything that's been happening, and that Zari has been having issues with several of the people in the group. And he's surprised because he says that that's not the person that he knows. Do you know anyone at all? He's asking for a friend. Next, we see Quentin or DJ Naked and Kaylee. Kaylee's her name?
Yeah.
Okay. I tried to remember this week, y'all. They meet up with Andale, and they update him on what happened on the train. Because remember, Andale went to do the remembrance at his father's grave with his children and his siblings. So he didn't go on the train. He's hearing what happened. What's her name? Zari also showed up. And they have this prolonged hug. And Quentin and Kaylee actually say something about it. And they're like, hello, what's going on here? Cut it out. Kaylee actually asked Zari if Diamond knows about what's going on between the two of them. Because Quentin is like, it's basically happening, but we're choosing to ignore it.
Right.
And Zari says, he's my ex. And, you know, Andale is like, y'all are just going to have to get used to this. But Zari also brings up a good point. When Diamonds was sniffing around Nadia, nobody asked him about that.
Right.
But she's also not a baby. Like, she doesn't have children with anybody in this group.
Right.
You know, so there's similarities but differences. Nadia meets up with Kanye, and Kanye gives her an update on what happened on the train. Kanye, Kanye basically said that it went wrong when Zari started off saying, thank you to everybody for coming on my train. And that's where everything went downhill. Next we see, we go back to what is this? Kaylee says that there's obviously a problem between Zari and Annie, and maybe even Kanye. Zari says that she's the problem. What? Somebody said that somebody's the problem. Oh, Zari, in her confessional, she says that if she's the problem, she's the energy zone and feels like she's being demoralized by these other women. Oh my God, I called her Kelly. Quentin and Kaylee are trying to me, in this scene, they were trying to extricate themselves from being on Team Zari. And it seemed like they were backpedaling a bit. And all of a sudden they were saying, we don't even know what's going on here.
That was funny. We have no clue what's going on.
But Quentin, you had the biggest argument on the train with Swanky. How could you not know what's going on? It was just very weird what they were doing in that moment. Quentin is just trying to figure out, he said he was trying to figure out what was going on. And basically he tried to interject, and that's when everyone tore him a new butthole on the train. That's what he's saying that happened. But Andale is like, wait a minute. How did all of this go to hell on this train? Next up is Annie's big day, the wedding day. No, this isn't it. Sorry. This is when her kids are flying in private from Nigeria.
Right.
I don't know about you, but when the youngest daughter, Olivia, walked down the stairs, I kind of got misty-eyed. I did. I thought that was so sweet. So it's Annie, Two-Face, Innocent, and Swanky at the airport meeting the kids, and she's just so excited. She says her dreams are coming true, and just to have everybody there, that everything seems perfect for her. Next thing you know, we go to like what do they call it? A bachelor day for Two-Face.
Yeah.
So it's Quentin,
like a bachelor party type thing.
Yeah, but with no.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think they could afford to do that with Two-Face. Just saying.
Right.
It's Quentin, Andale, Two-Face, and Swanky, and they go to this race park with luxury cars, and basically two of the gentlemen will get into the driver's seat and passenger seat. The one in the driver's seat will have on a blindfold, and the one in the passenger seat will navigate and guide him through the obstacle course while driving. So it's a team building activity to help build trust. Quentin did it first, right? Who was the first one?
It was Innocent,
Innocent who was navigating, and Quentin was driving
Right.
blindfolded. And they did it great.
They did a fantastic job. I was like, it couldn't have been me.
And with speed. And Innocence was just so casual there, sitting in the passenger seat. But then it was Swanky and Andale, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was a whole ass mess. I think at one point, Andale, was it Andale? He got out of the car. He was the one who was driving. He got out of the car and left. I don't think he finished the circuit.
They were on the circuit, out the circuit, in between the circuit. It was hilarious.
But they had a good time. That was the biggest laugh of the day when they the second team kind of gave up. Let's see. Kanye has a get together with all of the ladies. This is the bachelorette party. Yeah, this is the bachelorette party. So, oh wait, before that, Annie and the family, after they got off the plane, they went and met with the wedding planner to view the wedding site. Everything is a-okay. Swanky approves. Yeah, she just seems that everything is perfect. Okay, so now we get back to Kanye hosting the bachelorette party. And it's a get together. It looks like it's in a hotel suite. She gets custom pajamas for all of the ladies. We know that it was going to be uncomfortable with Zari being there. And I think when Nadia and Kanye was talking earlier, Nadia said that if Zari was there, she didn't want to be invited because she didn't want to snatch somebody's wig.
Right.
So Kanye kind of didn't clue her in.
She didn't.
Yeah, so she shows up and Zari is there. They change off into their pajamas, and basically Annie tells Zari, I want my wedding day to be special, and I don't want, no stupidness from you, so I'd rather you not come.
Right? Hey, at least she's
Oops.
honest.
Look, it's her wedding. So she's in charge of the invitation list, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Swanky winds up surprising Annie with her good friend Tanya was her name.
Yeah.
Her name was Tanya. And that was a nice surprise for her. And it seems like Kanye was in on it because the young lady had pajamas as well. I noticed Swanky didn't change out of his clothes because his clothes were better than the pajamas. So why not? Isn't it nice that he got invited to both events?
Right.
He's the most popular person on this cast, it seems. Let's see. Anything else happened?
No.
Oh, Zari's comment when advised of not being invited. She says that she's the boss lady. And her being invited makes your event higher value. She really thinks a lot of herself, doesn't she?
Hey, she does, and I'm not mad at her.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Hey
not mad at her
guys.
because she
Hi,
says
Black
it.
Lavender.
Because she says it how she feels it,
Yeah.
and she's not gonna back down. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I can get that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Kelly all day. Hi, Yanni. La 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 la. Okay, so next we see Annie, Two-Face, the kids, Swanky, and Tanya. They all go for a family dinner. Annie is just so very happy to be with her friends and her family, and she's relaxing. And somehow, who was it that says, and no cheating? Because everything was going good until that. It was Annie who said it to Two-Face, and no cheating.
I think that's who said it.
And then her daughter chimes in and it's like, it's okay. It's like me and my sister. Sometimes we good, sometimes we not. What?
They were hilarious.
Oh my God. We need to see more of the kids. if the youngest daughter is medically up to it, but I think they bring a nice aspect to the show. Now it's wedding day. We see the event space fully decorated. Kudos to that wedding planner. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. And it's fit for African royalty. I forget who said that, but I just put it down because I thought it was beautiful. Andele goes to see Two-Face before the wedding. Two-Face says that him and Annie have known each other for over 19 years and they've been married for 10. And this is just a formality to count the years. We find out at this point, Annie has asked Andele to be the officiant of the wedding. And he says that he just wants it to be perfect for his friend Annie. I think she made a wise choice in picking him. Because maybe he'll learn to respect, boundaries.
Right.
I don't know. Or at least say something. I think I don't find anything wrong. If that's who he's attracted to, meaning Andele to Zari, if that's who he's attracted to, that's who he's attracted to. However, I think you played this wrong. For such a cerebral person, I think you played this wrong.
Very wrong. You always be honest up front with if that's your friend.
Unless there's something we don't know about culturally.
That's a good point.
This is okay. I don't know. But for me, it's not okay. Anyway, next thing we see Tanya and Annie talking while Annie's getting ready. And we find out that Annie's a little sad because their moms aren't going to be there. Tanya does a really pretty prayer for Annie. And then Annie cries and ruins her makeup. Okay, so people start arriving to the wedding venue. We see Nadia and Kaylee talking. And they're wondering whether Zari is going to show up or not. Nadia says that the bachelorette felt like a little bit of a gang up on Zari. And Kaylee says that if she was Zari, she wouldn't show up. But why are they questioning that if she was uninvited?
Right.
Anywho, we see Kanye and Quentin have a chat. He says basically he likes her boyfriend, and Kanye now feels like her boyfriend Kudzi, who is in attendance, is now approved and in the circle. What does that mean? He's going to have something to say in season 2? I don't know.
Well, he'll be permitted to speak.
Maybe
in the group setting
without her giving him the prompt.
Right.
Kanye says that what she saw with Quentin and Kaylee on the train was nice, and it looks like the therapy is working for them. Really? It just means that they're not fighting right now, but I still don't see. Yeah, and I still don't see chemistry.
No.
Quentin wants to know how Annie gonna ask Andale to be the officiant of the wedding when he's the biggest hoe in the group. Quentin, you so shady in them confessionals. Oh my God. Annie says being in love with Two-Face is the easiest and the hardest thing at the same time. Girl, you signed up for that.
Yeah, I mean, you did. Like, you must love that man to deal with all that. Because it couldn't be me.
Me neither. Well, maybe she's just used to it after all these years.
I mean, it could be. I mean, sometimes you love people for the good and the bad, but they did say it's a cultural thing as well. You you hang in that marriage no matter what. Stand by your man no
Mhm.
matter what. So
Mhm.
I get it, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying it couldn't be me.
Yeah.
When you say
When
again, when you say my first is your fifth, yeah, that's a problem for me. That's a problem for
but
me.
no, wait. If you didn't know each other,
No,
you get some grace. But he knew her.
right.
He had the first 5 mile in a relationship with her. That's a problem. That the fact that he knew her, he started seeing her when she was 15, 16, that's another problem. Okay. Um, Andale starts the ceremony and says that the couple has been on a journey for 10 years, and today he's asked them to come together, all of them to come together and then put the shoes back together so that they continue the journeying on. They say their vows to each other. Um, his vows to me were very casual.
You're going in now for me.
Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the vows. I thought Tooth's vows. Am I still going in and out?
Still kind of like
I
a
am.
robotic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Sure, sure.
Continue.
Right. So they go over the vows, all that good stuff. It was a nice ceremony. I'm not mad, and the fashions were on point for me. I'm like everyone looked great. They had the wedding. The vows, all that good stuff. So seemed to be going good from what we're calling all that good stuff. Then, hey,
Hey, I'm just
yeah,
checking to see if I'm still freezing up.
you're freezing up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bail because I think I have to restart everything.
hmm
Um, so yeah, you continue on with the rest of the episode and close out. Okay.
All right, all
All right.
right.
Bye, y'all.
All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna skip past the wedding and go straight to the finale scene, which was caught me off guard, but was everything for me. So, you know, Andre is at you know, he's at the wedding, but then if I recall correctly from the episode, my apologies if I don't. At the time, Diamonds is on his way to Zari's to spend time with the kids since his flight was delayed, so he could not make the wedding. So he's at Zari's, chilling, you know, talking with Zari, spending time with the kids, all that good stuff. So they're having a good time, a good vibe. Andre calls Zari, talking about why aren't you at the wedding? She's also a bunch of drama. It's her day, this, and that. And, he's talking like, I like wish you were here. And his confessionals, he like she's the one I gravitate to at the parties. So they're having a little moment. It's cute, but kind of oof. This is not gonna end right. He's all like, I just wish you were here. And she's like, it's okay. I get it. She's like, you can see me like anytime. Um, and when he said you may see me sooner than you think, I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't don't do that. Well, he didn't. He drives over to Zari's. She opens the door and like, what are you doing here? He's like, I came to see you. And she's like, now, ma'am, why didn't you tell him your baby dad was upstairs is beyond me? Which kind of gives me an idea that this is a little scripted for a dramatic effect, but okay, I'm here for it. So he comes in, they're talking, you know, all of a sudden he hears a voice. He's like, "Who's that?" She's like, "Diamond." He's like, "Oh shit." And so he's like, and they're like, I'm like, y'all have plenty of time to get him out the door, but y'all couldn't do that. I understand. Diamond comes down the stairs. He's like, he sees Andre. He's like, "Hey, what my bro?" I'm like, and Andre is already like, what are you doing here? Like, he's like, yeah, I just came by, just dropped by. He in the confession Diamond's like, this is Andre came by to see me, such a surprise. He's my bro. I'm looking at Diamond like, you not seeing the vibe? Not good. So Zara tells them to go into the living room, all that good stuff. So they sit down, and then Zari's like, "Diamond, do you want a drink?" No, the drink is on the table, and Zari's like, no." Zari says this is for you because the platinum diamond asks like, "Is this for me?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, mm. And that's when Diamond asks Angela, "So why are you here?" And that's what Andre says, like, I'm here to say he's sorry. Like, he's like, what do you mean? And in the confession, Andre's like, this is the moment. Basically, this is the moment of truth. Uh, I gotta tell him. He's like, well, you know, me and Zari have been talking. And then Diamond sits up. He's like, excuse me? And Zari's like, asks Andre, do you want me to get you a drink? Andre's like, yeah. So Zari go gets the drink, comes back. And he's like, yeah, we've been talking. He's all, what do you mean? And Andre just says, like, there's kind of like a vibe and there's some interest on both parts. He's like, Diamond's like, no, 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 no. And Andre just sits there and looks at him like, yeah. And then Diamond's like, bro, that's my family. I'm like, oh no. And in his confession, Andre did acknowledge that he made the mistake, that he should look at Diamonds from the very beginning and explain what was going on. So that was the end of the scene in the season. I was like, no, don't do this to me. I want to know what happened. There better be a season two quickly. I need to know what happened because that was a great last scene. This was a great season. I look forward to this show next season. They did a great job with everything. So this was Young, Famous, and African, Season 1, Episode 7, the season finale, Wedding Bells. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.